All right, that's a thumbs up. Hi, Andrew.
Hi, Dan.
Wow.
Dan.
No,
Just let it roll.
Oh, we're gonna let it roll. I'm not even gonna edit that.
Hi, Dustin.
Hi, my name's Dan. Now, I mean,
my
it starts
God.
with a D. I'll give you. It's not like I've been your friend.
He just
for
wants the D.
most of your life and everything like that. But hey, why not? Are you that hungry? You just can't think right now.
Yeah, I am.
Are
20
we still gonna
wings
get
and
that pizza?
No,
I mean, I wish we would have ordered it already.
I'm gonna text Hannah right now as
Tell her
we're
to
getting
order.
this going.
We're only really running these for like 30 minutes now, right?
30, 45 minutes.
Yeah.
Something like that.
So
So let me text the wife.
I
Hang on.
mean, we'll just redo it. But we'll just pretend the intro's done every time because we just edit it in. And then
So I don't have to
have
say
you
hello.
heard his intro for the podcast we got right now?
I think so, yeah.
That sounds like a
Yeah.
kid just random jamming chords. We're gonna
Those are
redo
two
that.
chords that I created for myself that I jam on.
I
and
guarantee
love
you
it.
there are already chords that are done.
Oh, I know, but I invented them for myself.
All right,
Why are we recording?
Okay, Christopher Columbus.
Just let's start recording.
I invented this chord
Just start recording.
for myself. It is
Just start
recording.
recording.
And I just
Oh.
called you Christopher Columbus because you discovered this new land with people already on it. It's already been discovered.
That the Vikings discovered hundreds of years before.
And then, there was probably already native people to that land there. It may have not been the Native Americans we know today or some other society, but who knows?
they don't count. Until the white person gets here, it does not count.
I rediscovered it.
See, I can do this now. Can you hear that?
I don't know if it's because I'm right here, but I can't tell much of a difference.
Okay.
I'm not sure if I can hear it. Hold on, do it again.
I mean, we don't really got nothing to talk about, so we can just keep jamming. I mean, you click that pen anymore, though. It will be somewhere it can't click
But
no
whenever
more.
we're ready to be serious about it,
We're
should
good.
be
I don't care if this goes on.
Oh, we don't?
No, it's
I
going to be a
kind
little
of
wildly
thought
crazy.
that we were gonna just jump in on a thing, and every time we were gonna say hello. But I mean, that's right now is episode 7.
I'll record an intro.
No, this is episode 7 now. Actually, if you believed it or not. I mean, did you ever think we were gonna get past
Smokes,
5?
let's go.
Smokes. Smoke them if you got them.
You ever watch Trailer Park Boys?
Of course.
Yeah, of course.
Smokes, boys.
Smokes,
All right,
boys.
Ricky. 50 feet, Corey and Trevor. Stay away from me. It's not my fault for this restraining order. It's we all know a person like that in our lives, though. That one person that no matter how much wrong they do, they're still in the right.
Yeah.
And then everybody else is wrong.
Paul's
And,
more of a Bubbles.
oh, I'm just there to hang out. But you'll be surprised at all my little random hobbies and then be surprised that a guy
This is
as
old,
big as
right?
me does like cats. I do like cats.
I don't.
I love dogs a lot more, but I don't mind a cat. Cats are pretty chill.
Oh, a good cat.
Yeah.
It has to be a good. You can't for two things.
I'm
One,
okay with an outside cat.
it can't be a lazy cat. And by lazy, I don't mean jump on counters and knock shit off. No, that's not what I mean by not lazy. What I mean by not lazy is catching mice. Okay,
Oh, yeah.
and it's got to have a good
I would have
personality.
new slippers if a cat jumped on my counter.
A dog has a lot more leeway with me. I don't know why.
Well, all right. Here's why. For one, just on the counter aspect, because I grew up with my father. A dog goes outside and poops, right? Does he step on other poop?
No.
Probably not. He also cleans himself if he does. Usually they lick their paws or anything like that, which is disgusting anyways. But a cat will go right from the litter box that he just says in.
You go sit
And
on
then
your nice folded laundry.
Laundry or on my counter where I cook, and cats are disgusting. Now, if you like cats, fine by me. I like a good outdoor cat, like Dad's cat at the house. Rough ass. Love that cat.
Yeah.
For one, he hates children, which makes me laugh so hard because if he sees a kid out of the car, gone. Just dude's heading for the hills.
Because you know what kids do to cats?
Kids are mean.
Torture them.
Kids are mean. And if they'll turn around and claw, and it's like if a dog bites a kid, like when they're playing too rough or something like that, you can see the dog, unless it's a bad dog, the dog instantly feels bad.
Yeah.
A cat
Don't give a shit.
don't have no remorse. Oh, speaking of, it was a good little thing. I'm gonna watch this. I'm gonna jump right off it. I got a new dog, which you guys have already seen. I got a little beagle pup for small game hunting. So that's gonna be my new hobby for. Like I said, another reason I was telling you earlier that my hunting season's over is because now I have, a dog to train. So I got squirrels and rabbits. I got to start hunting. So, I mean, I had a good hunting season. I didn't fill my tags like I said I was going to, which I probably could have if I would have shot all of the ones that came in.
I can't complain.
You don't get to talk
I can't complain.
at least for the next 5 minutes
I'm
until I'm
just
done
saying.
talking. No, and that's the thing too. Is like I've had a great year with you, and I have known a lot of the big buck killers around here that usually kill big bucks that haven't this year.
Yeah.
So, of course,
It was
my
two.
time's coming.
It was two firsts for me.
Yeah, your
The
first bow buck.
Bow buck first.
first trophy
Big shotgun buck. I've shot little bucks before with shotgun, but
I'd consider him a trophy buck. We really
Oh,
gotta
yeah.
measure him.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna bet. I mean, for around here,
probably like 115, 120.
I was gonna guess 110s, high 110s.
I'm not. I've never really scored before, but
Around here, that's a pretty nice buck.
yeah.
Like, we can get into like the mid hundreds, but rarely. On average, there's going to be more people like Paul who's going to get shoved out a window if he pulls his phone out one more time and has Eric Cartman going off. Oh, here we go. I shouldn't have said nothing. I should have just let it roll. You're going to get us demonetized right here. That's okay.
No.
You're the editor. You can edit all this out
I
afterwards.
wasn't going to do anything. I was just making sure my volume was down low. But, learning editing has been pretty fun because I can go ahead and put sounds, and I could probably find a program to change your voice to something silly.
My voice already is silly.
I mean, I don't think anybody enjoys the way they sound. I definitely like my voice now a lot more than when I was a kid because I recorded myself on a cassette tape when I was a kid.
I hated it.
I think I have a child's voice.
Oh, my goodness, man. It was
Someone
bad.
comments like, dude, you sound like a kid. I'm going to be like, yeah, I know. Like, I sing really deep, but when I talk, it just sounds like the most annoying dweeb in the world.
Yeah,
It's okay.
You
I don't
have
care.
a higher pitched voice until somebody makes you read something, and then you get that. Guess what a
Official-
Ford Ranger
official-
can do for you?
Official
500 horsepower,
You're a
350
500
torque.
But no,
Is this the truck you drive?
I'm gonna jump you off there. I'm excited though to start training Gunner. Gunner's a beagle. I don't know if I even said what kind of dog or anything. He's a beagle, little beagle pup. I'm glad to get back into training beagles. It's even got Hannah to start thinking about because I keep pushing her. I want to breed beagles again. I would love to have like 4 to 6 like hunting crazy dogs. There's nothing
be
better
nice.
than having a good hound dog that enjoys hunting with you because it's like having your buddy out, like when we're hunting together, where we're just goofing. You have someone there that wants to be there. Like, they want to be out with you, dude. Oh, it's amazing. I can't wait. I hope, because like the last 6 dogs I've got, granted, they haven't been hunting dogs, have been scared to death of guns. Winnie, Juliet, Lexi,
It's all. I think it.
myriad of
A lot of
other
it's got to be
stays.
exposure. Like that, you got to expose them to it quite a bit.
Oh, well, dude, for one, why I love beagles is I let him outside to go pee. Of course, he's a leash dog. You have to have him on a leash. He wants to already go. Like, I've had him for 3 days now at this point. And if he's outside, his nose is to the ground and his feet are going as fast as they can possibly doggy go. Like, if I was to run, I bet he wouldn't be trailing far behind Winnie. Who Winnie's, for what she is, that long-legged lab that she is a fast dog.
Mary Jane's pretty quick.
Yeah. I bet she
Remy's
was-
only quick because he's big. Like
Yeah, and then Winnie's got his legs, them long legs. Winnie's all leg. Really. She's a skinny little lab, but she's just all leg, and she can go. And he just wants to keep up, and his nose is to the ground. He's a turd eater. That's the only issue I have with him so far, but we'll break him of that. He poops. That dude, you have to watch, because if he poops, he is instantly turning and wanting it. And I'm just like, dude, I feed you as much as I feed a 2-year-old lab, and he just scarfs it down. I hope he's a big boy, and I hope we're going to start training him here in about another week. I'm going to start training him. Because he's still getting used to the house, so he's like a little timid with certain people. Like, he was a little shaky when you were around when I brought him in here. It's also cold as shit in here right now. Because we're still out in the camper with one little electric heater.
it's a little nipply.
I'm good with a jacket, though. I don't mind wearing a jacket and a hoodie.
Oh, I'm only out here in a hoodie, and I feel fine.
You're also right in front of the heater.
I have it pointed towards you guys. I don't have
You saint, you.
anything underneath my butt. I think about you guys.
Thanks, buddy.
Hmm.
You would have thought about us a lot more that when you were sitting here for 20 minutes waiting
I was
for
on
me to
the
get
phone
home,
with you.
you could have came out here and
So,
heated
while
everything
I
up.
was on the phone with you, hey, bud, you mind
You
warming
know.
that camper up? Maybe we could be on time.
You
warm
were
up the camper.
harassing me. I can't tell you when to do things when you're already in, like, oh, it's record day. So I'm instantly just going to be grouchy with him. Even though I'm not really grouchy, I'm going to act grouchy with him because it's going to bug him.
Every week.
Every week.
Yeah, you know what's
This
awesome
morning-
about being here in person?
We weren't talking about like
Can't hang
recording
up
or
on me.
anything. Yeah, I will hang up on you. We were talking about recording and all that. Not an issue. Literally pulls in the driveway, instantly has Paul recording attitude. Like, what are you doing? Why aren't you here yet? Like, come on, really? I'm like, Paul, I'm on my way, dude. I'm like right down the road. I'll be right there.
That's more me.
And then I didn't mean
double-checking.
to. I actually didn't mean to hang up on you on this time, and did call you back. So, brownie points for me.
You know, I double check. Like, hey, we doing this today? This is what my conversation really translates to. We doing this today?
Yeah,
Running a little behind. All right, I'm here.
it's
You know,
usually,
but usually it's 10, 12 minutes of fluffy bullcrap of me harassing you,
Yeah.
asking you where you're at. Why didn't you leave on time? Well, why'd that happen? Well, why didn't you do it this way? You know, it's like the world's most nagging wife
with a beard.
with a beard.
And if your wife has a beard,
I want to see a picture.
I do. Like, send me a picture.
Like a full beard, not like those few curly hairs.
Yeah, I don't want
That's
I don't want an
overreacted.
Amish mustache. I want
No, we want a full
beard.
beard.
Yeah.
If
Like-
it doesn't look like the brawny man,
It
I don't want
has to be somewhere in between Andrew's and mine.
I just gave mine a trim.
So did Paul. And so did I, actually. Well, I trimmed mine like 2 weeks ago, so it's still...
I didn't really trim
No,
it.
I gave mine a serious trim.
I
It was
got rid
pretty.
of the homeless stragglers. You know those lone hairs that are just longer than every other one and they just go wherever they want? You know,
Yep.
the homeless ones. You
The
know, they're
homeless
not in my
ones.
beard and they're home. You know, and most homeless people don't have a mirror to look in with a nice electric
Yeah, but
razor to just
at
trim
least
that
they're
off.
with you, it's like homeless vet style.
Yeah.
They're homeless, but they're angry about it.
Be like, why hasn't this guy brushed his beard in 2 days? Oh, yeah. Because he's lazy.
'Cause he's lazy. He don't got someone yelling at him anymore.
Yeah. I bet he doesn't even run anymore. Honestly,
Just from the cops from sleeping on the bench too long. It's not okay, not a joke, but joking.
I'm just like, I've never slept in public before, and it's like
Oh, I
I
have.
do have an
And
apartment. I'm
yes,
not
you
homeless. Have not.
Okay, you haven't slept in public. You've passed out in public before.
No, we're not gonna go there.
No, we're not going to talk about that.
But I'm saying like going to a park and spending the night. Have not. You know, you don't go to the public playground after 9 o'clock and pass out and sleep there. You know, without somebody coming by and harassing you.
Here you'd get away with it because there's nobody.
I-
But you're going to be cold.
Yeah.
You need more than a dog to cuddle up next to. But anyways, yep, new dog. So we're going to be, hopefully, like we talked about last podcast that Paul just put up today. So this will be next week's. Hopefully be getting into recording some small game hunts. Paul's coming over tomorrow to do some short editing or short video editing and stuff like that. Record a new intro so it don't sound like a 13-year-old that just found his guitar, like I keep getting told that it sounds like. So maybe that will sound better. We'll record something new. We're going to give the mic to Andrew because we just keep talking over him and he just keeps staring at me. Nothing, though?
Well,
Well, what?
no, I don't know.
No, nothing.
Nothing.
I mean, I kind of was telling you, I kind of already accepted my deer hunting season's over because I'm just excited for everything else that's around the corner.
I still go out here and there. I don't go out like I did, especially not during archery.
Yeah.
Holy crap, did I go out every day?
Yeah. Well, that's the thing here, too. Time you get done now with work, it's dark. Like, you might have the weekends.
Well, I get out at 2:30, so like I do have. I don't know what it gets dark at 5 now.
You know, like 4:30, 4:45.
I get home at 3. I only get really 2 hours if I go out right now.
Time you get dressed up, get out there. It's like,
There's been a few days I felt froggy.
yeah.
Did see nothing but squirrels. Lots of dude. I swear to God, so many squirrels.
It's still irritating now that you say that because I went out 2.5 weeks, 3 weeks ago, and there wasn't nothing. Not a squirrel. And it was a nice day. Like, usually you want, like, a cloudy-ish day, not really a lot of wind. It was a beautiful squirrel day. Not a squirrel in the woods. But then the day I went, like, a week ago, it was not a squirrel day. Super windy. Like, trying to rain. Not really what you want to be out in. And I got squirrels. And there was a lot of squirrels out. It's like, I don't know. That's why I want a squirrel dog and a rabbit dog. Maybe Gunner will be a good... I'll hope he's either one or the other. Because I really enjoy small game hunting, too.
It's always when you're after a specific animal, you see the least of it.
Usually. Or you just noticed the least of it. There were probably a lot of squirrels, but I was looking for them, and they were probably behind me. Because when you're looking for a deer, you're like looking on the ground. And then every movement above your eyes, you're like, ooh, what's that? Ah, just a pine squirrel. Ooh, what's that? Another pine squirrel. Great. What's that? Oh, chipmunks fornicating by my feet. Perfect.
Yep. Yes. Yeah, that happens.
Yeah. So, but I did get another property to go small game hunting on, so but they wanted after deer season, so that's all right. I'm fine with that. Deer season, we only got, 2 weeks left? 2.5 weeks?
I think it's only
Muzzleloader.
2 weeks, isn't it?
It goes to the 1st. I don't know. What's today? The 13th? 12th? 10th? 11th? Paul? Yep. Okay. Ice fishing's around the corner. If we ever end up getting snow or ice. That's another reason I'm not excited about deer hunting. There's not enough snow out for me. Like, this time of year, I want to put my snowshoes on and go out with the bow into, like, the deep nasty and find them bedded down in their snow zones. And there's no snow to do it. It's just cold. I don't want to be out there.
Really cold.
It's just cold. So I'm more like, like I got one more thing to finish up for college. Well, time this is out, I'll be done. I got a couple weeks off, so then I'm more excited about, like I said, I'll get time to train gunner, do some squirrel and rabbit hunting. Be good times. Then hopefully ice fishing, then trout, and then turkey season's right around the corner.
Turkey. I'm excited for turkey season.
I'll chase them things every day. I on purpose planned my spring semester so that every class is afternoon. Like, I could have had them like in the morning and been done by like 2 in the afternoon. No, I'm again going from, I think my earliest class is noon and my latest one's like 8 o'clock at night, which is perfectly fine because then I at least get until 11 turkey hunt. And I got a place to drop off my bow now right before I get to the college. Like, my sister-in-law's house is right there. And I even texted, like, because she said I could do it now. And I was like, man, I don't want to take, like, all of my hunting gear and stuff like that. Turkey season, it's not a lot of hunting gear.
No.
And it's like, I could just drop it off at your house, hang it out all day, and then come back and pick. Oh, yeah.
If you're running late enough, you don't even have to change out of your fucking...
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I've gone in.
Which that would be hilarious. Just run in there in your turkey hunt.
That one day we did one bow
little
hunt.
seat hanging off your back. And
Yes, I would 100% go like that because I went this year with, like, it was all on but the harness and bino carrier. I had everything else, like, on hunting. And they're like, you just get back from hunting? And I'm like, yeah.
Yeah.
Did you get anything? No.
No, I had to come here.
I did have the only time, like, a professor asked me, like, because I don't know why. It's just my personality. I talk to my professors. And I'm older. I'm not a child.
Well.
Sound like, okay, I'm a child.
Well.
I'm a man-child, I guess. But my professors, like, after Thanksgiving break were like, did you catch a deer? I'm like, at first, the first one that made me laugh was, did you guys catch anything? And I'm like, looked at him like, I got a cold. Like, I did tell him I got a cold.
Some herpes.
And he's like, no. Did you had this break? Did you do any hunting? I'm like, yeah, I did some hunting. Well, did you catch anything? I'm like, no, we don't catch anything when we're hunting. I was like, besides a cold. I said, my buddy got, that's when you got your 8-point is when we had Thanksgiving break. Oh, I said, my buddy got one. I said, I didn't. And I didn't go fishing, so I didn't catch anything. And he just kind of looked at me like, yeah. Okay. Like, yeah, all right, you're a city guy. I understand. The best one was my professor that's Scottish.
Yeah.
She asked me, and it was like, I wanted to tell her like some big elaborate story, and then just be like, nah, I'm just kidding. But I didn't. It's all right, though. Because she's funny. She is so funny. She's an old Scottish lady. Older Scottish. I'm not going to call her old. Older Scottish lady.
I'm going to tell her you said that. I don't even know who she is.
We're not.
I can just watch
your
grade drop now.
I also know that she's like listened to these.
Yeah.
Oh.
Like, has been one of our viewers. Because the only reason I know that is because she commented to me, like, that was really funny. I listened to your podcast. I'm like, what? No, you didn't. Like, this isn't for my professional people. This is for my hoodlums out there. Stop listening to this. But then also my audio one did too. And he was like, oh, your audio sounds okay. You need a lot of work, but it sounds okay. And I'm like, you just told me 2 things that don't match. You said it was okay, but it needs a lot of work.
Do that again.
What?
I just want to inform anyone who smokes a vape. If you take a vape and you put it in a microphone, it will give you a weird feedback sound. I don't know if you can hear that on the recording, but if it's giving that kind of electrical signal off into a microphone, imagine what that's doing to your brain and your skull. Because you can put your keys underneath your chin and have an antenna for your car to open up farther away, right? So you're kind of, I don't know what kind of signal that's sending, but that's weirding me out. Do that again. You want to listen to this,
it's not
buddy?
good for you. Do it again.
Dude, listen to that. And tell me you cannot hear that. I'm handing
Sorry,
off
guys.
the
We have to take a
headphones.
quick pause here.
We gotta give. Oh wow!
Yeah.
It's straight up like.
I'm gonna get
This
lightheaded.
might
just taking all
change
these
your
hits.
world on, like,
I'll do it.
vaping.
I'll do it for you this time. Ready?
Oh, that's wild.
Yeah.
All right, Paul.
Oh. Tastes like I just stuffed a cactus in my throat.
Boy, you sound like me 20 minutes after the 4.
Yeah, you're a 4. So yeah, I mean, I really got nothing else. I didn't look up anything. I've been busy, but I got a puppy. I'm excited. I already got all my trout stuff ready. Like I still got like 2 more months until I really get serious about it. And I've already got that ready. Tip ups are ready.
Yep.
I just got to find I don't know where. I used to have a hand crank auger. I don't know where that went. So I either got to get another hand crank auger or find someone that's going to let me use their powered one. Powered ones are so much better.
I think Steve has power doggers.
Does he? Excuse me. But I'm going to get Paul on the ice this year.
Yeah, I just need to get a better pair of boots.
Yeah.
I mean, I got snow pants.
You don't really need boots because if your boots get... Well, yeah, you would need better than that. You need at least a pair of, like, shit kickers.
Well, I got... No, I don't have anything I could really use. Like, I plan on my feet getting wet because it's ice fishing and fish are going to be flopping around on top of ice and getting my shoes wet.
No, when they come out, the only way you're getting wet is when you first pull like the auger out and the water all comes out.
Oh, okay.
When the fish come out, that water that's on them is like frozen instantly. Not instantly. On a nice day, they can be wet, but it's like when we used to go perch fishing, we never took a bucket. You just threw them in the snow pile or like on the ice next to you. Them things you'd literally see flop for like 3 seconds and.
I mean, don't they revitalize when you put them back in the water? Like fish are kind of certain breeds of animals, and fish can actually
I think that's more like
freeze and
frogs
hibernate.
and stuff like that.
Yeah, frogs and toads, I believe.
Yeah.
I've never had.
These things on Lake Chautauqua Lake froze so solid that they were literally like bent in a U, and we like tapped them on the bucket, and they never came out from a U. It was also like -10 that day.
I've never had much luck reviving a fish.
Catfish.
Yeah.
I brought catfish
Those are
like
some
45
tough fish,
minutes
though.
home, like not in a bucket, and threw them in like the cold water to like chill out
The
the
mud
mud
vein,
vein.
yeah.
And we're like came back out a hour later. We're swimming around like nothing happened. It's like gar and stuff like that. They're all air breathers. Catfish are kind of, but they're not at the same time. They can just live a long time without water, like mud guppies and stuff. But no, yeah, fishing's right around the corner. Turkey's not right around the corner. It's a distant corner.
Well, it kind of is. I mean, you know how fast 3-4 months goes by?
Well, we've got snowboarding, so that usually kills some
Which I've
time.
already
Yeah, I haven't yet.
dipped my toes in. I went again, I think it was
Just,
Monday.
yeah, you got to stop sending me videos when you're snowboarding because I'm like, I look outside and like, there's no snow. And then
Well,
I see you snowboarding and I'm like, but there's snow. And I'm like,
On the hills, on like 2 faces, there's snow. They're still working on everything else.
I don't know. I wish our local one would open back up because then I would have been already. I don't want to drive 45 minutes for two.
Their
faces.
downfall at Cockaigne was their snowmaking system kind of sucks.
It needed a whole revamp.
It needs a snow system like Holly Valley has. All they have are the blowers on the bottom of the hill. Mm-hmm. They can't put snow on the middle of the hill at all.
Yeah. It needs... Cockaigne needs someone like Holiday Valley or like a bigger place to buy it. It's I love it. It's not a like fancy one. They're quite small hills.
Honestly, I think Holiday Valley could buy that and be well off with it.
Yeah, but they got how much property is like down the hill, like on Cockaigne. Like they could put at least like 15 to 20 faces. Like it goes for like I want to say a mile. It might not be that long, but it's a ways down both sides. Like, they just don't have anything to get you from point A to point B. Like, Holiday Valley all kind of comes to a point, or you can go back up. Like, you would have to traverse differently on Cockane than you would Holiday Valley.
There'd be a lot of people against that, though, you know. Do you really want, like, people, you know, one of those Aspen situations, like back in the day before, like,
Yes.
knew any of that was like, oh, yeah, this
Like-
is great. And then the prices jack up. You got all these people that aren't even from the area,
That
no
would
family, no.
be fantastic. Only for, like, in our case, it would be great because maybe it will bring more businesses.
Yeah.
Because we have, the restaurant and the bar, Mom and Dad's Alpaca Shop, and a diner.
Lonnie's, the hardware
The
store.
hardware store.
Yeah.
Like, if that opened up, for one, yeah, maybe taxes are going to go up a little bit, but I'm also then going to sell my house for like 10, 15 times worth more than it is. Because I'm going to instantly go on to be like, anywhere where I see someone from that, it's like, oh, I love Cockane. Hey, you want to buy a house? Like, your daddy's a rich Canadian. You want to buy a house? Like, 10 minutes down the road, bro. Like, roads are nice and plowed. Like, you're good. Like, even if it's your holiday house, I'm selling it for $200,000. Like, I got you. I want that Canadian money. What? That's like Elkaville. Oh, am I moving more?
Yeah.
That's the only part with it being too close, is like as soon as you turn. Is that better?
Well, I feel like if we ever get a lot of people, more than like 100 people to start listening to us, they'll enjoy these ones of where we've worked out our kinks and we're just disgusting equipment.
Disgusting. We are disgusting equipment
Okay.
of
I had
the
a little
machine of
tongue-tied.
America. Amen.
You know, we're discussing things and just about like these microphone arms we got.
I
you
love
know.
these.
These are cool. They're just springs, metal arms. You know, if you had a little metal working shop in your basement, you could pump a couple of these out, no problem. They're quick, easy, nice, quick little buy, and it gets the job done so far.
A lot like your sex life.
Quick, easy.
I mean-
so far.
Well, just, you know, businesses that go downhill, that's my sex life.
Oh shit.
You guys don't have to stop talking.
But I mean, it's like, would you like all that extra traffic around here? And then, you know, it's not going to be like some wild industrialization of like the Pine Valley area, but it's more of like, there's going to be certain things that, you know, when you grow up in an area your whole life, you know, there's a certain way people are. And people expect everybody else to be that way when they're living in their town.
Yeah.
So if you come from a bigger city and you're loud and you're making noise past 8, 9 o'clock in a small town, and it's like, you know, normally people in those small towns are older, they work all day, you know, they don't have time to be up till 8 or 9 o'clock because they need to get up at like 4 or 5 in the morning to get back to work. You know, so all these younger people coming out here just to snowboard and ski. You know, it's like if you ain't got a snowmobile, when snowmobile season hits the trails around here, you know, don't try and go to the Trillium and the bar for a drink and a meal because it's going to be way too busy.
That's what I was just going to argue with you about. It would be nothing. It probably wouldn't change any more than our
Yeah.
snowmobile season.
Yeah.
So, like, if Cockane opened up and got big and some big company bought it, I don't think it really would change. Maybe out there it might start like a little town because there kind of was one at the time. That place right next to it was a restaurant, like back in the day. Like maybe, of course, and I don't know, have you ever been up there? Like the ritzy houses up top?
I always thought those were restaurants, like when you're down in Salamanca and you see that one resort-type restaurant up there. I assume that's what that was.
No, those are all like ritzy, I would guess you would say. Like
you know, the
well
really
or
high
off people.
class.
Yeah.
You know, living like they're manors at that point. Those aren't even homes; those are manors. Like they're not mansions.
They're not. No,
but...
they're not that big. They're not much bigger than my house.
Oh, okay.
But they're a lot nicer houses. Like maybe that would get built up a little more. But Cherry Creek on the other, maybe another business owner would make like another business out of like Mendel's or something like that. Like the bars and stuff would make more business, but maybe other businesses would come in.
I mean, there's
Which doesn't hurt
plenty
because
of
we have
room.
plenty of buildings that need businesses that need some renovation and stuff like that. Like there's one that actually keeps going on for market that I would love to buy. I keep trying to like get people to go in on it. None of you guys, like other people, to be like, let's make a business. Like I would love it because there's a couple of them that have like 2-3 stories.
Yeah.
Like the downstairs could, if I could get someone to like make a business out of it, you could have like 3 other businesses, like just one storefront, and the other ones are, one would be great for like this and like our podcast and all that.
Right.
I could do all my fleshing up there and
You could be a
have it drip through the
landlord.
floor.
I mean,
The only bad part is a lot of them haven't been updated since the 60s or the 70s.
that's maybe not being a landlord.
Yeah, you would have to. Yeah, I would never buy any of the places in like next to our fire hall. You know, like Mendel's by the bar. There's a couple small businesses there. Like those would be nicer places for businesses. But there's nothing here to make a business want here. Now, if they knew they had traffic all winter long, someone would want to come here. Or if like we kept telling Cockane to put in like other events besides they were just a restaurant during the summer. Like, yeah, they had concerts and stuff like that, but like an airsoft arena or something like that, that brings in sometimes a lot of people, especially in that clientele. I would be up there all the time if they had an airsoft arena.
Absolutely.
All the time. You know,
anything during the summer for kids around here too would be great. You know, not having to drive. The
we have a
closest
huge-
place I have to drive is like 30 minutes to go do something as simple as bowling or catching a movie. You know,
Well-
we got to head over to the next biggest town, and we don't have
we have a
entertainment.
we have a huge equestrian trails, like horse trails. I only call them equestrians because that's what they are. But we have a lot of horse trails around here, like, and a lot of them go right by Cockane.
Yep.
Like that's why they had the horses there. But why didn't they do like a small business? I can't critique anybody. I can't run a small business right now. But like, why didn't like that be a summertime thing? Like, get people to come down and not just. I think they were just holding people's horses, but have like horse riding events and stuff like that. Like, come ride, $20, you get an hour and a half or something like that to learn how to ride, and then go ride on the hills. You know, that's a business. Like, they could have done a lot more to get. That's the hardest part about an area that has like little business that could be. There could be nice businesses around here, but you need one that is a people bringer, then the rest of them can boom. Because like when Cherry Creek was a booming town in like the 80s, 70s and 80s, like my dad remembers like there would be no time at all like you'd be down, not even on a holiday, and there'd be 30, 40 people. Like, okay, that's not huge. But 34, 40 people during the day walking the towns of Cherry Creek, there might be 30, 40 people on the sidewalks all day.
Yeah.
He was talking about like at a time, you know? So it's like, I'm not one. I love small business. So it's like, if like a big business like Cockane was to open up, it would be like, oh yeah, my marketing would be that Cockane is only 10 minutes from here. Like, come to my shop, get a cool deer pelt, and or like go to Cockane, go to the Trillium, and come when you're nice and drunk and buzzed, come buy a beautiful deer pelt for your wall. Like, that would be my business. Like, 100%. So it's like, I know where you're coming from. Yeah, it would suck
Yeah.
if there was that many extra people or
And
more
then,
people.
if I shoot enough big bucks to the point where I can't fit all the mounts in my house, wishful thinking, by the way, just start selling them out of the shop.
This dude
there.
shoots 2 big bucks in 1 year. Big buck hunter. Big buck hunter. Actually, the guy I got my beagle from was a taxidermist too.
Yeah.
Like, wall covered with them. He said he had like, just in his house, like we didn't go into his house, we were just in his garage. He's like, I think I got like 20, 30 of them. He's like, I don't even know how many there are. Because he just did his own. He's got full bear mount, half bear mount, turkey mount. Oh, his turkey mounts look so good. Like 2 toms like on a branch gobbling. Well, one was gobbling and one was just like standing there. Then he had like one flying. Oh, it was like, this is heaven.
All I can picture is when you said one was gobbling and one was just standing there, is like the one that wasn't doing anything was just like, really, Jerry? Really?
Like, dude, it's 5 in the morning and the sun's not even up yet. That's not, that bird's on the ground already. You know that's Richard from down the road.
You're
Like,
that guy with a megaphone at 3 o'clock messing with the chickens, ain't you?
Yeah.
Wake up! How does it feel?
Oh, I'm the guy that I like to go out like an hour before turkey light even happens. Not to get ready. Just, Andrew is there. Stand in the woods and go, ooh, 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 ooh. Like, they're not even up yet. They're
No.
just shot gobbling at me. They're like, that's a nice owl. That's me 100% of the time. I literally just like turkey hunting for the fact to get them to gobble and respond to me. Like, yeah. We got to get you a bird, though.
I'm working on
Because
it.
then we got to get you a bird. Then we can start traveling. If we get you a bird this spring, then we can start traveling for other hunts. But we got to get you a bird first.
Okay.
And we got to do it on your property.
Oh, we can do that.
We can do it on your property.
We know we can do that.
Yeah. I mean, we would have done it this year.
Even if I had never taken that shot at that other turkey, we would have called any of those other toms in.
Yeah, but we were all just like, that hunt's over.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Well, I think it's the loud boom that really deters all the other turkeys from
No,
coming in.
we've killed them 10, 15 minutes after.
Yeah?
A whole nother group come in. I mean, they're a shock responder a lot of the times. Unless they're like already timid or been shot at, that don't bother them. I mean, Dad always taught me to like shut the door quietly turkey hunting, and now I don't care because it's like clunk, boo, out in the distance. You're like, I don't even got to hoot at them this morning. I already know where they're at. So, but yeah. The only time of the year I don't think I really hunt much around here is the summertime. June, July.
That's hot, man.
That's fishing time.
Yeah.
Honestly,
That's in the
even when
shade
you're
on
just-
a bank fishing time.
And
First off,
I'm not a huge woodchuck hunter. I like it.
well, first off, here's the first thing. In the summertime, what are you hunting?
The only thing that's open is woodchuck.
You're not sitting in one spot waiting for one to walk along, are you? No, you're walking around, beating brush,
Yeah.
looking for them. And it's 80, 90 degrees outside. Suck it.
I do like when I can hunt in my shorts and boots. I do.
Now-
I do have some properties where I can just go sit there in my truck.
Now, I
and
might be
use
a
it.
bit of a hypocrite because if you looked at me right now and said, "Hey, you want to go shoot
Words.
an antelope?"
Yeah.
I'd be like, "And sweat my dick off? Yeah, let's go."
Yeah. But you're not gonna do it at home when it's the only bad.
Not
part,
for a woodchuck.
Not the only. Well, yeah. The only bad part about here though is usually during that time of year it's humid. It's not even that it's hot. It's just humid. I don't like humidity. That's why everybody's like, "Oh, you should go down to Florida to hunt
Ugh.
them birds, the Osceolas, or not."
Humidity
Osceolas.
makes you
Is it
wet.
Osceolas? Hang on. Yeah, I don't know if I'm wrong. If anybody does listen to this, correct me. Anyways, it's because it's like I don't want to be wet from sweat as soon as I get out of the truck. I don't like being at places when I get out of the shower, I'm sweating already.
Yeah.
No. I like the cold. And we also have Goose, too. Goose is still open. But we still haven't had a good flyover yet.
Three of us shot at one singular bird.
Well, I mean our flight geese this year. I haven't seen a flock. I can't say that. I saw one flock, I think it was Thanksgiving Day in a cornfield that was like 200. And they were most likely flight geese that were setting down we got that little bit of snowstorm on Thanksgiving, or the day before Thanksgiving, my bad. That was the only like flight geese I'd seen this year. And it's like, that's it. Like we just only had family groups around in our area anyways. But, I mean, it is what it is. We'll hit it again next year. But on that note, I mean, besides Hannah keeps calling me because I think the pizza's done. We're like 38 minutes. We can have a quick one. Paul's still learning his editing, so we don't need to go through an hour-long one.
Yeah, and I feel like when we don't have a topic, we kind of run in circles anyways. But I mean,
I run in circles if we have a topic.
yeah, but at least it gives everybody something to focus on. But this is just kind of like, this one and last one have been just unexpected, which, no,
here's
hey,
the
at least you get a little bit of flavor and spice of
Here's
who
the thing you didn't
everybody
get to
is.
experience that with this, though, is when me and Andrew first started this last year, Andrew was the tangent king.
Mhm.
We would have a 2-hour podcast, and it would take me an hour.
I'd be an hour of it.
Or I would take me an hour and a half to get to our original topic. Because every time I'd get like 2 sentences in, Andrew would change the topic. Or have a side note, which is awesome. And like now he's been a little more not talkative. But we'll get him back to there. Especially since we're kind of going in the just talk about whatever mode. We'll get Andrew there. He's just on big buck mode. All he still sees is horns.
That, and I got to stop getting stoned before I show up here.
Yeah, that doesn't help. Paul's a bad influence for you.
Well, I mean, I didn't expect for me to even like want to talk as much, but now that I'm here, I'm like,
It took
yeah,
me like
I'll
a
shoot
month
the
to
breeze.
convince you to like actually talk to the mics.
well, it's because we had the one idea that was just going to be like our informative, hunting piece, And
Right.
then, you know, we were going to do a second one during the week that was just going to be,
This one.
all right, you know, we're doing whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
But now that, you
If
know,
it's hunting, it's
life
hunting.
happens and certain people can't be here, people got other stuff going on, and it's like, you know, it's just kind of evolved into a little bit of both, in my opinion. I kind of like that. That way I don't feel lost in the sauce the entire time.
Paul, your vet's showing.
What, lost in the sauce?
Yeah.
I don't know. It makes sense. I mean, you ever drop the spoon in the sauce?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tomato.
Mhm.
Yep.
Ooh, speaking of tomato, real quick. I made a delicious meal the other day, yesterday, 2 days ago. It was scrounging for whatever I could find because everything I had in the cabinets and in the fridge didn't sound like appetizing. So I was like, I'm just going to make something. Like, if it works, it works. If it's gross, I guess I'm eating it because everybody else won't. But it was panini noodles. Panini, whatever, noodles. Penne noodles.
Penne pasta.
Your showing. That gotta be edited out.
Racial slurs.
Yeah, note that down, Paul. Anyways,
And he's not even Italian. You can't say that.
I have a very little. It's all Irish though.
Doesn't count.
I'm a potato lord. And I fried up just regular burger with my seasoning I'm working on, and wow, I didn't think it was that bad and peppery. Thanks, Paul. And instead of using like pasta sauce, I used like tomato soup as like the base, and like mix it. Oh, dude, it was delicious.
I'm not even upset that you used like soup on pasta noodles because like, you ever take like cream of chicken noodle soup, and like other stuff and put it
You
in
give
a
me-
crock pot all together?
You give me cream of mushroom soup of any sort, cream of chicken, cream of celery, cream of
We all
mushroom.
know that one woman who will take a cream of whatever, throw it in a crock pot with some veggies and some meat, and it'll be like one of the best meals you've ever
See,
had.
that's coming back now, like the whole cream of mushroom thing. Like, I grew up with Dad cooking everything in cream of mushroom or cream of celery. Like, every dish had that on it because it was like cheap. It was like 50 cents a can.
Yeah.
And the cans weren't the little tiny ones you get. It was like bigger cans. And of course, there was a lot of boys to feed at that time, so it was like, yeah, I can make anything into like a slop and feed more people.
Chicken and biscuits, you know,
Oh,
mixed
yeah.
veggies, cream and chicken, and a couple cans of chicken or chicken breast if you got it, whatever you got in the cupboard. But throw that over some cheap store-bought biscuits.
I gotta cook you the rice dish I made. I don't think I talked to you. So I've been cooking my venison with the brown sugar seasoning that I'm making, and once I usually have to add a little more brown sugar to get that I keep it
Yeah, to get
the
some
lid on
brown
it.
sugar from the Amish.
Yeah, that's just pure molasses.
Some good stuff. You know, that'd be a unique piece of your dish. Some Amish bought ingredients that you know are like actually
It's
natural.
just
That they
Walmart bought, put into an
I don't
Amish
wanna-
jar.
don't do that to me. You know how many people from Ohio you're upsetting?
All of them.
Like, I don't know what it is with people in Ohio, but they love the Amish trails. They love the antiquities, the rusticness, the old style of living, and the old home cooking.
I
don't
did
know
too.
what it
Most
is.
of my life growing here, it was like, oh yeah, cool. We live like right next to that. That's sweet. Until one day I saw a Walmart truck backed into an Amish house, and they were unloading pallets. And I stopped to see what the pallets were, thinking I wanted a chair. And it was literally Adirondack chairs, like wooden Adirondack chairs, that the Amish were unloading to like put together, and all they had was a brand that they would heat up after they built it and onto the arm. So it was Walmart bought Adirondack chairs that the Amish were selling at Amish prices. Anyways, no, we got to get off that because I'll talk about them all day. my little dish is I was cooked up backstrap.
Mm-hmm.
Put my seasoning and then a little extra brown sugar to like thicken up the juice. And then I took rice, like cooked rice, took the lid off of the meat and put the rice over the top like as a lid, and then put the lid back on, and all that rice like soaked up all them juices, like all the venison gravy pretty much. And then I pretty much flipped it over into a bowl and like mixed it all together. So all the rice had all the venison flavor.
Mm.
And then the venison was like I was more excited to eat the rice than the venison because the rice literally each bite tasted like venison,
Yeah.
and then I was like eating the venison on the side, like just picking out of my plate, like yeah, I just want some meat, I need some protein. I was just eating bowl after bowl of the rice. It was good. I tried it with I did it like a stir fry too. So I put it in after doing all of that, I took all the venison out and then put it in a wok. Wok.
The
Sure.
big
Yeah.
Asian style frying pan that's just a big bowl with a handle that you can make stir fries and
Yeah.
good rice and
So I stir fried it with veggies in it too. After I was like, oh, this is good. Then I added the veggies. Oh my goodness.
wok for
Why are we ordered a pizza? I should just go cook more venison.
iron
Too late for
skillets
that.
are our
Yeah.
wok, because they season their woks.
Yeah.
So that's the only thing I compare it to. Wok is their iron skillet.
Yeah.
It's sealed in with flavor.
I
and it's
love
great.
cooking with a skillet, but not on a flat top stove like mine. A glass flat top stove with a skillet, it's not the same. And I'm afraid of scratching the shit out of my stove. But and like I said, we got to convince Dad. I already got convinced about doing the Euro mounts. Wants to not learn. I mean, we kind of know how to do it, but setting up to do that, and I got to convince him to start setting up so I can flesh in there. We can sell our hides and stuff like that too from all our trapping. Because I don't want to go to the fur market anymore. I mean, you can make. I don't know what the prices are this year. Last 2 years have been crap, and it's not worth the effort. You got to really enjoy the trapping scene to want to trap for the market. But I think we can make stuff out of it.
Trapping's a lot of work.
Yeah, but I really, the only part that ever got me is I really enjoy it. I enjoy being out there when it's -10 and blowing and my four-wheeler brakes freeze up, so now I have a snowmobile. I love that. Being in my bomber hat and all dressed up with my... gives the people what they want, and the people, I just mean me. It's so good. I don't know if I'll trap, though, this year. Of course, I don't have anybody to trap with. It's funner with somebody. You can suffer together. But on suffering together, I hope nobody suffers. And we're going to call it the end of the night. Because we got pizza and wings waiting for us. Well, Paul's got to go pick up the pizza and wings.
I ain't picking it up.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm taking it home, man.
That's not nice. I'm paying for it. Well, half of it.
Oh, yep, see?
But we got to feed Andrew.
Well, I'll drop off a piece in the mailbox, and then I'm boogieing.
That's nice. Yes. So, on that note, Paul, any last little tidbits?
Whatever time of day you're listening to it, you have a good one.
That was sweet.
I know that was.
That was adorable.
I didn't
You gotta
expect
work.
that to sound that
You got to work on it. That could be your little thing. Andrew?
Well, yeah.
Come on.
Is it that bad? Is it gotta be
you were
in
a ways
my
away
nose?
from it. No, you don't got to be in your nose.
no, it's,
A fist away from your face.
they all know we're working out the kinks. Whoever's listening.
Well, Andrew's slowly settling back.
Yeah, and you've turned your face away from the mic.
Yeah, I know. Because
All
I have
that
it
things
close
you
now.
yell at everybody else for, you did today.
I know, I'm horrible.
Yeah,
I'm a bad
practice what you
person.
preach.
All right,
Everybody
Andrew,
say
any last
good night.
words before we get on another tangent?
If vodka was water and I was a duck, I'd swim to the bottom and never come up.
That was nice. I don't know exactly what you said, but I'll listen to it later. Paul, hit that button. We are done. Bye.